Hello and welcome to anyone and everyone who's decided to watch this video. Today, I finally got another piece of the Iron Factory Lio-Kaiser set with part 4, the leader of the group, their version of Lio-Zack, Spear of Marbarus. But we're going to stick with Lio-Zack, interchanging between the two names because who cares what ridiculous names the third-party companies use for their versions of these characters, when all we care about really is the real character that these toys are. And here he is in his plain form, looking very nice. Of course, there's a big block of robot underneath it, but that's pretty common for all transforming planes, especially fighter jets like this. And I really like this toy plane. It is really nice. This might be my new favorite of the set, and that's saying a lot because Jaguar was really good, but this guy, there's something really nice about him. He's very simple, very elegant. He fits into the style of what a pocket-sized transformer should be the most of any of these figures so far, and that's really cool, and maybe that was intentional. Maybe they put more effort into him since he is the leader of the team. But he is here. He's a really nice looking jet with his beautiful whites and teals. And yeah, that's it. He's a jet. You can pull his wings out, both for transformation and also like the real world jet he turns into, and have him going whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. He does all the jet things. He does have landing gear here in his cockpit and in his robot feet that he can stand on. It doesn't roll or anything. You can hear him scrape along the ground. But, you know, at least he's got the details there. Like, he can stand fine as a jet. So, it is a nice little display piece. And, yeah, we'll just go quickly into the robot mode. And I will just show off how simple his transformation is. You just pull his arms up like this. And pull out the hands, and you do have to get some parts here aligned properly, like his elbows, because they're still double jointed, but you just pull out the legs, and he does have these things that you have to fold inside here just to make his knees work. And build his little feet. Fold his wings in so that his legs are more flush. And then if you just pop out his backpack, there is his head. And there we go. We have the leader of the team. And right now there is no chest piece because you basically have to remove them for all of these figures when they're in vehicle mode. And like every Iron Factory option, you have the proper version that transforms between the gun and the chest armor and the animal. Or you have a single untransformable gun and the untransformable chest piece. But for right now, we will take a look at his little lion buddy. And there it is. It's got its wings and its black legs. And it looks pretty good. It's a fun little animal creature. That said, when transforming it, I'm not 100% sure where these legs go for hiding away in either his gun or chest form. So I just sort of splay them out like this. The instructions are a little bit vague. I can't really find a good way to hide them, but this is okay enough for me, so we'll just compare the two gun forms right here. Yeah, this one is longer. It has a bit more of a proper rifle feel, but I do like having him have it like this. I think it's... Oops. Hang on. Just slot this into his hand. I just think it's more fun to give him the proper gimmick, since, part of the appeal to the Breast Force is that they're like little target master guys that can be a combiner. So he's got his little blaster and he can shoot at things. And if you want, you can give him both of them to just shoot multiple things. Or, you can just fold the barrel back in and slot this in here and give him his chest armor. So it's nice to see that his little transforming beast works better than a lot of the other ones did, because this is definitely the figure so far in this set that I have had the least amount of problems with. So that is nice. I'm really enjoying this one, and we'll just see what he looks like with the more flatter, sleek animation chest, because that is probably the way a bunch of people are going to display him, even though I do just really like this version. But, he does look pretty good this way too, and you can see his articulation. He's got all the standard shoulders, knees, elbows, little ball joint at the feet, ball joints at the hands and head, and he's got this little ab crunch here for hinging forward, so that's kind of nice. He can do a bunch of crazy poses, but yeah. And, he's very basic, but, that's what makes him good. He just appeals in the right way, where I've found the previous members of this team very flawed, especially the leg guys, because Jaguar here, I did really like him, but he still was a bit clunky, so it's nice to see the improvement and that the leader of the crew is better than the others. And of course he did come with other stuff as well. He had his alternate hands that I'll never use. He's got the chopping karate hands. He's got fisted hands that don't have any space in them for holding weapons, and these are of course how he comes packaged. But he can be transformed with the weapon holding hands just like the other guys, so absolutely no point to not give him the weapon holding hands. And then he's got like little gripping hands, and they're well sculpted, they got good details, but I just don't think a Transformer should have those type of hands. And again, he's got one of these spears from the show. Slot that in, so you can have him fighting with this thing, and you could probably arm up the whole team with him, but right now we'll just have Lio-Zack using it, and his actually comes with alternate blades to put on it, so you can get rid of the triangles and give him these more sword-like sides to the spear. So he can have a unique one to denote his leadership. Maybe he held this version of the spear at some point in the show. It's been a while since I've watched Victory, so I don't remember every little second of it. So maybe he had this specific variant of the spear at some point, but I don't really remember that. And lastly, he comes with his combiner pieces. He comes with the head for Lio-Kaiser and this very interesting torso cradle. Basically, you turn him into like a big cube and put this around him. We'll talk about this later once I get the complete team and have a proper Lio-Kaiser to do a video on that, which that's something I have to bring up now, is how long I have waited to be completing this team, because what the heck, why are Iron Factory pre-orders getting pushed back constantly. I didn't even get these two, Kill Bison and Jaguar, through my proper pre-orders I set up on Big Bad, because these two went up at the same time, saying they'd go up at the same time. Drillhorn did, Kill Bison didn't. I found out that Jaguar and Kill Bison were in stock on TFsaurus because not only had Kill Bison not processed yet, but neither had Jaguar or Lio-Zack, who also were supposed to come out later than these two, but were supposed to come out at the same time. And I had store credit for TFsaurus, so I believe Kill Bison I technically got for free, and then I got Jaguar just because it was like, okay, let's get the team moving. Let's get halfway through. And thankfully, my Big Bad pre-order for Lio-Zack just went through properly. But, like, Iron Factory pre-orders keep getting pushed back, not just on Big Bad. I've checked other sites. I see that it keeps happening, not just for this team either. It's happening for, like, their other stuff, because I got a pre-order set for that Primal Prime, because I mentioned how I want it, and I really, really do. But I don't get what's going on. Why stuff keeps getting pushed back on, like, every single site. It's really, really getting annoying and confusing. But hopefully I'll get my team completed of Lio-Kaiser. I know the toys exist because I've seen pictures from other collectors of having the complete combiner, so I know they're out there. I know every figure has been made in some way for this set, so hopefully it comes together pretty nicely. And I hate that it's taking me forever, especially because now there's an official Hasbro version through the HasLab that has already come and gone, and I chose not to fund it because personally I'm kind of sick of HasLabs and also, money, space. I'm already dedicated to one set of this team, so why get two? I like Lio-Kaiser, but not enough to need two versions of it, even though I'm sure there's a lot of stuff the HasLab will do better than the Iron Factory one, because official Transformers are like 99.9% always better than the third-party ones. But I am liking this third-party set so far, even though I was not a big fan of Drillhorn. There's been steady progression between every figure, to the point where Lio-Zack is actually pretty great. He's pretty flawless. He's definitely the best of the bunch here. A very, very nice progression of what this little set of figures will be, and he's helped me feel okay with the continued progression of this combiner. There's just no excuse for this to have taken over a year to get all these figures. I don't get these delays at all. It's just annoying. But overall, that's it. There's not really much else to say about this figure. He is really good, but also really simple. There's not a lot there to say, so yeah. Even if you're not going to get a complete Iron Factory Lio-Kaiser, I would honestly maybe suggest getting this figure on its own just because it's really fun. Maybe they'll repaint it into like the Rescue Force orange guy, or honestly, I could see this getting made into like a weird Starscream at a convention or something. But on his own, he's really great, and if you wanted just one figure from this set, he'd probably be the one to get. Lio-Zack definitely the best here, and I'm glad to see such a good figure coming from Iron Factory, and I'm really excited to get this completed combiner. So now, I think I've rambled on enough, so thank you all for watching, and see you guys around.
Greetings, human germs. It is I, Skywarp. Lord Megatron demands that you subscribe to this channel. If you do, then you may be spared from the Decepticon conquest of Earth. You would be wise to do as he says.